Once upon a time, in a magical forest filled with vibrant colors and gentle whispers, there existed a peculiar animal, a little blue elephant named Eli. He had a shimmering coat that glistened under the sun, and unlike his fellow elephants, who were mostly gray, Eli stood out with his brilliant azure hue. Eli loved exploring. He ambled through the emerald green trees and splashed in the crystal clear river that ran through the heart of the forest. Despite his cheerful nature, Eli had one cheeky habit. He loved playing tricks. His favorite was hiding behind the large, lush leaves and suddenly jumping out to surprise his friends, especially the playful monkeys and wise old owls, who never failed to laugh at the unexpected elephant antics. One sunny afternoon, Eli wandered deeper into the forest than ever before. As he happened upon a mysterious part of the woods, he found a curious treasure, a bowl filled with sparkling blue paint. Fascinated by the shimmering color, Eli dipped his trunk into the bowl and painted stripes on his back, making him look even more magical and extraordinary. Eli soon realized that he could bring smiles to everyone's faces by transforming into a striped wonder. He painted other animals who wished to be part of this enchanting transformation, turning gray squirrels into radiant blue and red creatures and butterflies into rainbow-winged flyers. They all danced and played together under an azure sky until the stars twinkled into view, shimmering above like tiny jewels lighting up the night. Eli felt proud to spread joy throughout his home, knowing that a simple splash of color had brought laughter and happiness. As night descended, Eli washed away the paint, revealing his original blue hide once more. The forest animals gathered around him, sharing tales of fun and friendship that had blossomed from their day of colorful play. That night, under the comforting gaze of the moon, Eli learned an invaluable lesson. Kindness and laughter were the real treasures of life, and that being yourself was the most wonderful feeling of all. With a heart full of joy and friendship bonds tighter than ever, Eli lay down to sleep, surrounded by the soothing sounds of his forest family. He dozed off, dreaming of more adventures and carrying the warmth of his gentle world into his dreams. And so, the magical forest whispered goodnight, a place where colors, laughter, and love were endless. Once upon a time, in the lush green forests of an enchanted land, there lived a young lion named Silly. Silly was not like most lions, who were known for their grace and nobility. Instead, he loved playing pranks on the other animals, making everyone laugh with his playful antics. Silly had a bright golden mane and a curious twinkle in his eye. His best friends were Pippa the parrot, Daisy the deer, and Timmy the turtle, who all loved joining him in his little adventures. Every morning, they would gather at the big baobab tree, ready for the day's escapade. One sunny day, Silly decided to surprise all his friends with a treat. He had found a secret patch of sweet mangoes, ripe and juicy, perfect for everyone to share. Silly planned to draw a clever map, leading his friends on a treasure hunt to find the mangoes. As the sun peeked over the treetops, Silly excitedly gathered his friends and presented the map. With playful enthusiasm, he encouraged them to follow his lead. The path was full of twists and turns, crossing cool streams and meandering through vibrant flower fields. Pippa flew overhead, guiding the group with her sharp eyes, occasionally calling out directions. Daisy happily pranced alongside Timmy, who persistently kept up with his slow yet steadfast pace. The forest was alive with the chirping of birds and the gentle rustling of leaves, creating a symphony for the travelers. Finally, after what felt like a delightful adventure, they reached the secret patch. The golden mangoes hung low, their fragrant aroma filling the air. Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow, there lived a little ant named Annie. Annie wasn't like the other ants, who worked diligently in a straight line from the anthill to the nearby fields and back. Annie was a bit of a rascal, always curious about what lay beyond the usual paths and eager to find adventures. One bright morning, while her ant friends were busy gathering food for the rock-strewn anthill, Annie noticed a beautiful butterfly fluttering its colorful wings in the sky. Mesmerized by its dazzling dance, Annie decided to follow it. "I wonder how high it can fly," she thought. "Maybe it will show me something wonderful." Annie scurried along, her tiny feet tapping a rhythm on the warm earth, and soon found herself far from the comfort of her familiar trails. The butterfly led her across a sparkling brook where sunlight glinted off the ripples, creating glittering patterns. As Annie paused to drink some water from the brook, she heard the gentle voice of a wise old turtle resting nearby. "Hello there, young ant," the turtle welcomed her. "What brings you this far from your home?" "I've never been this far before," Annie confessed. "I followed a butterfly. I'm looking for adventures and new sights." The turtle chuckled. "That's very brave of you, but do remember the importance of keeping track of where you've been, so you're able to find your way back home." Annie nodded, thinking about the turtle's advice, but still eager to press on. The butterfly dipped and soared, leading her into a meadow full of flowers taller than she had ever seen. Exhausted yet thrilled, Annie crawled onto a bright yellow daffodil to rest for a moment. Just then, the butterfly landed beside her and whispered, "Dear Annie, sometimes the best adventures are where your heart feels at home. Remember to cherish those closest to you." Feeling a pang of homesickness and realizing how much she missed her ant friends, Annie thanked the butterfly for such a memorable day and decided it was time to head back. With the help of a gentle breeze, Annie retraced her steps and returned to the brook where the wise turtle waited. "I see you've had a full day," the turtle said kindly, nodding his head. "I did," Annie smiled, "and I'm grateful for your advice. I promise to be more mindful of my path from now on." As the sun set in a warm, golden glow, Annie returned to her friends at the anthill. She shared her journey and the valuable lesson she learned, that while seeking new adventures is wonderful, the comfort and security of one's home is equally precious. The other ants were delighted to have Annie back and listened intently, feeling inspired by her tale. Annie, with a heart full of joy, tucked into her cozy nook, dreaming about the next adventure, yet also knowing the way home. And with that happy thought, she drifted into a peaceful sleep.